want to talk to you today about hard work versus laziness. And I want you to see how the Bible contrasts them. Now, let's get started. And we're going to take some from the other day and some from today. I want you to notice first from Proverbs 12:24. Work hard and become a leader. Be lazy and become a slave. Verse 27. Lazy people don't even cook the game they catch, but the diligent make use of everything they find. Now look at our reading today in chapter 13, verse 4. Lazy people want much, but get little. But those who work hard will prosper. So notice there in chapter 13, verse 4. Lazy people have great desires, but those desires are always unfulfilled. And sometimes you look at them and you feel kawawa for them and everything, but you know what? They made the choice of lifestyle. Lazy people have great desires, but those desires are never fulfilled because of their laziness. Secondly, look in verse 27. Lazy people don't even value what they have. They won't even roast their game. Whatever they have, they don't value it. They don't take care of it. And then in verse 24, lazy people never rise into leadership. Sometimes I sit down with young people who are very smart, and I tell them, now listen, all of your life in school, you've never had to work hard because you've been so smart. You've always been the smartest guy in the room. But you know what? That's not how you're going to get ahead in life. It's not the smart people that become leaders. It's the hardworking people who become the leaders. And I tell young people, if you'll take the intelligence that God gave you and marry it with an attitude of hard work, I said, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Lazy people will never rise into leadership. Look at that verse again, verse 24. Work hard and become a leader. Be lazy and become a slave. Instead of getting promotion, there is demotion. Now, on the other hand, look at the hardworking. Verse 24, a hardworking person becomes a leader. You show it to me every time. It's the hardest working person around who becomes the one in charge. Not the smartest, the hardest worker. Look at verse 27. The hard worker uses what they have. It says, the diligent make use of everything they find. Every opportunity, everything that comes across their path, a hardworking person uses it. And then you look at chapter 13, verse 4, lays it out really clear. But those who work hard will prosper. Now, we live in a world today that wants to talk about the 4-hour work week. We live in a world today that wants to talk about, life balance and you need to spend. And I look at it and I go, folks, do you want to get ahead in life? Then quit worrying about having a good life and work hard. And if you just focus yourself on working hard, you will have a good life.